Bob Lee from 107.5 WBLS, of course, open. Our next guest has numerous outreach programs in the community, including child care, health and safety, alcohol education, and Mothers Against Drunk Driving, just to name a few. Just a few. And he joins us today with more information. We welcome Gregory Pereira. He's the president and CEO of First Steps to Urban Outreach. We welcome you to the show.
First of all, it's an honor and privilege to meet you.
Oh,
I've been a big fan for quite some time.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
All right, so you have this wonderful program.
Yes, we're located in the Bronx, in the Tremont section of the Bronx, and our program helps people fulfill their passion and their dreams and their entrepreneurial spirit. They want to open up a home-based daycare, and we help them through the Department of Health, the Professional Development Program at SUNY, and the Offices of Child Family Services. We help them get certified and navigate that whole system to fulfill their dreams and open up a home-based daycare.
Some of them open it up for whom?
For themselves. They open up a small business in their homes. If they have their living room, a spare room, you've probably seen a lot of daycare programs, home-based daycares. So it's allowable by New York State. The people who tend to want to open up home-based daycares, I say the demographics are predominantly women from 24 to 44.
So this could be another job you have at home. How many people?
Business. It's a business.
Yeah, it's a business. How many students or
how many children
can they have?
One person can have 6 children plus 2 additional school-age children. If it's 2 people working in this home-based business, it's 12 children plus 4 additional school-age children.
Yeah.
And generally, the average income is about $200 per child.
Wow.
Per week. So
what's the procedure? How do we get involved?
An application has to be put in through the State University of New York. We assist with that. The application comes and they fill it out. We can also assist with that also. We're a for-profit business, so there are some not-for-profits who assist them doing that, but sometimes the waiting lists are up to a year. So if a person wants to open up, we help expedite that process for them.
And that's what we do at the First Steps to Urban Outreach.
That's correct.
Yes.
Right. So a person who wants to start their home-based business, they get an application. An application is to open a business in your home. We provide the 15-hour health and safety training, which is a certification training for anyone who works with children. It's mandatory that they take this
background
training.
checks and everything?
Background checks through the Department of Health, the Child Protective Services is a must. That has to happen. Physicals, all that is part of that process, yes.
What do you need in your home in order to start this type of business?
Space.
You need space.
Space. If you live in a new building, it could be in the high rise. If you live in an older building, up to the 4th floor. An inspector from the Department of Health will inspect the premises to make sure it's adequate for children to be in care in that residence.
Wow, and a lot of people are doing this?
I'm
glad you're here to create this awareness, because people can start a business right in their home if they're staying home and working on a computer or have this space.
Education ranges. We have people with master's degrees who say, you know what, I'm tired of the working industry. I want to fulfill my passion, work with children in my own home, my own business. People with master's degrees to people who really don't have a thorough, adequate education, maybe not even a high school, anywhere in that range. And the money is prosperous.
What are the ages of the children?
Oh, from birth to 12. And
so you got to know how to change diapers and everything.
It's part of the training. we train them. It's called a health and safety training. It's through the Professional Development Program at the State University of New York.
Yeah.
So that training encompasses indoor-outdoor safety, diaper changing. Particularly, it really focuses on New York State regulations of childcare. That's what this whole training really is, for you to understand and properly care for children through the regulations.
Do you recommend putting cameras inside the home so that
Yes, it's allowable. Absolutely, absolutely. It's part of the regulations too.
So
it's not mandatory.
You have to know how to change a diaper. Thank God the diapers are not what they used to be back in the day, because then you have to wash them and all that other stuff.
Exactly, exactly. But we also too do the training for the large center-based programs, the very, very big ones. I was selected as one of the 35 trainers in New York State for small daycare centers and the child care programs. All new directors must take a policy and procedure training to understand the regulations and policies and procedures that follow to to help them become a high quality program. So that's a mandatory training we do also.
So $200 per child
That's correct.
per month.
Averagely. Averagely. Could be more. Depends on the community demographics.
Yeah, that's per month.
No, per week.
Per week. And you
Per
have
week.
how many children?
You could have 16 children. So that's
Anybody wanna
$3,200.
go into business?
$3,200
Have
a
some
week.
space.
Yes. So we do
They're
this.
shaking their heads over there. They say, hey, I can.
It's
I
a
think I
very
can do
lucrative business. We see people who have their own home-based business 20, 30 years because it produces a great revenue.
Yeah.
So that's one segment
That's
of what
one
we do.
thing.
Yeah.
You have a number of programs that you're working on.
Actually, we also work with the Bronx DA's office. This is a whole something else, completely different. We have a DWI program.
It's all under one umbrella. You guys are doing some things.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. So we work to reduce recidivism and alcohol-related crimes for people who get arrested for impaired and drunk driving.
Yeah.
We work with the Bronx DA's office. We work with Mothers Against Drunk Driving. We have what's called the Impaired Driver Program, which is a 7-week program. We have the Alcohol Education Program, which is a 5-week program. And we do Mothers Against Drunk Driving, which is a 1-day program.
Yeah.
Plus, we work with a number of affiliates.
So if you get caught drunk driving, you have to take all those programs or one of them?
It depends on the judge. The judge can give prison time, fines, multiple programs, longer-term programs. Depends on the amount the person was drinking, and it depends on the judge sentencing because he has some flexibility.
What if I had a rough time? I got caught once, first time drunk driver.
Doesn't matter, right? Because you're at risk to the community, right? I mean, I applaud what the Bronx DA's office is doing. They're really making a push to make our streets safer. You know, the Bronx has been the stepchild for a lot of things.
Yeah.
Mothers Against Drunk Driving just initiated a move into the Bronx also to reduce impaired driving. So, you know, we definitely got to applaud them. We want to make our streets safer.
Yeah, that's great. So what are some of the other programs? Run it down because they're going to wrap me up in a few.
Okay, so just getting back to the child care training, right? We have just to tell you lastly, the child care training is easy and accessible if you know how to navigate the system. If you call us, 347-270-9623.
I'll write it down, 347
270
270
9623.
9623.
Or it's very simple, openmydaycare.com.
Openmydaycare.com.
Openmydaycare.com. And well, if you have questions, we're here to help. People are sometimes undecided, so we want to help them. And regarding if a person has any problem with alcohol or drugs, we can help them also, particularly when it comes to the Impaired Driver Program.
Hey, that's good to know. Childcare Health and Safety, Gregory J. Pereira,
Yes, sir.
President and CEO, First Steps to Outreach. OpenMyDaycare.com.
Can't beat it.
There you go. Thank you, man. Thanks for
you.
sharing that information. And come back and share more. I know there are a lot of people that are watching, and they probably want to get involved in something like this.
And thank you for the positive message in the Bronx. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right. We'll take a quick break right here. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more Open next.